The toughest sack that I ever had in college was my sophomore year of high school. It was a corner cat blitz outside of the one that ended my career and ripped up my shoulder. That's a different ball game. That's like out of left field. But there was a sack my true freshman or my sophomore year in college, corner cat. I got hit right between the chest plate, and I like go to the sideline with wind knocked out of me. Like, goodness gracious, football's a violent sport. I say that because Garrett Nussmeier probably had like 5 of those hits in that Vandy game. That dude is taking an absolute beating. Absolute beating. But if LSU, and if fixed LSU's problems were as simple as protect your quarterback, they would have fixed them by now. So what's really going on with Baton Rouge? What is wrong with LSU? It's not just the protection and the fact that Garrett Nussmeier is taking a beating. A lot of people are saying it's a Garrett Nussmeier issue. What's wrong with Garrett Nussmeier? The reality is nothing, but it's everything with nothing with him personally. It's all the supporting cast around him, and that's shown by this initial play right here. I'll give you the good to start this. You want to see Garrett Nussmeier at his absolute best? Let me just give you the very first third down of the game. We see this on our couch. He makes it look easy. It's not at all. In fact, literally the game that I just called, Syracuse versus Pitt, they asked Syracuse quarterback to make this exact same throw in the exact same scenario, 3rd and 8, first third down of the game. It's going to be a deep out to the field. Bang. Throws it behind his guy in the Syracuse game, ends up getting picked. Garrett Nussmeier delivers this to the wide side of the field, gets hit. Look at this throw. I made the out route the wrong receiver, but you get my point. You're going here with this out route. Look at this dime. Ball out, bop, money. Takes a hit, first down, next play. That is big league quarterback play. Right here, he's going to take a hit. 1, 2, 3, he's going to have a little baby hitch. Takes the hit on his ass, dime. 3rd and 8, wide side of the field. That is an NFL big boy level throw. The issues, though, with LSU, if you followed my content, their run game is atrocious. It's extremely basic. They literally, when they're running the ball, it's almost like the defense is laughing, like, "Oh, you're just kind of keeping us honest." But there's no real threat with the run game. They aren't protecting him well. We showed that. But then also receiver wise, there's this play right here, misalignment by the receivers, and if they get this right and you just go where you need to be on the field, I promise you, Garrett Nussmeier will give you the rock. This is going to be 4 verts from LSU. 4 verts, and there's a curl backside. Oh. The key teaching point. When you're a slot receiver on 4 verts, you cannot release inside if you can help it. Because when you release inside, you get funneled towards the safety. The green grass is right here. Stay outside the hash. If you are going to get funneled inside, then get back on the outside right away. Get funneled, get back to the outside. Don't get sucked into here, because what happens is this receiver, the 2 slot receivers, get too tight together, and this safety here in the middle of the field is able to cover them both. You're a slot receiver. Garrett Nussmeier is going to find you the rock. Get back outside. Check this out. He gets funneled inside. Look at how tight these receivers are together. If you're this slot receiver here, get back to the outside. Get back in this lane, because that's what Garrett Nussmeier, you can see his eyes. He's waiting for that to happen. He wants to drive the football right here. He knows that's the vacated zone. Instead, receivers are misaligned, and he is hitching, comes backside, has an opportunity for this curl route backside, but he's playing off rhythm because his receivers didn't help him out. It's little things like that. And now you might be like, "Oh, Max, it's just one play, just misaligned." But the problem is right there, that's an opportunity to go up 7-0 in the game on the road versus Vandy, get momentum on your side. You miss that play. I believe they had to settle for a field goal. Got to help them out, especially when you have one of, if not the best He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. John Mateer, Ty Simpson, him, Dante Moore playing really well. Fernando Mendoza, he's definitely in that top 5 conversation. Go to where you need to be on the field. Receivers, you've made good plays. Nussmeier is going to get you the rock. Right here, you got to protect him better. Max, give me a real example of what it means to protect him better. There's the obvious of when he's getting hit and he's on his ass. That's one thing. But another example right here is Vandy is going to go blitz 0. They're going to blitz 7 dudes and only have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders on the back end. Excuse me. LSU has vertical routes. This might be a slam, but it's like a vertical post situation, and they got a vertical here. The mindset, Nussmeier knows this. I don't have enough blockers. I only have 5 offensive linemen and a running back. That's 6 blockers. Defense has 7 rushers. I just need to buy myself a half second, and I got a touchdown with my slot receiver, one-on-one with this man with no help over the top. The problem is, in offensive line gurus, let me know if I'm wrong on this in the comments, but the quarterback in me doesn't think so. They get to him, and the blitz pickup is better explained from the back view, so I'll wait to show that. You can see how frustrated this receiver is, though. He knows he has a touchdown. Look at his reaction at the end. He's like, yo, Nussmeier, throw it to me right here. Put some air on it. This would have been a touchdown. And you can see him hopping up and down. He's pissed off. That receiver doesn't know that, hey, I'm getting my ass hit in the backfield. Don't take your sweet time. But it's really, in my opinion, the offensive line's fault. And here's what I said. Here's what I mean. Could be wrong with this. Don't think I am. When a team's bringing 7 and you're this right side of the offensive line, your job is to block most dangerous. Most dangerous is this defensive tackle, which the guard will take. And then, in my opinion, this linebacker blitzing through the B gap. If I'm this right tackle, sink down and take this B gap linebacker blitzing. And then allow, as a quarterback, let me manage the big boy off the edge. 1, because he's not as athletic as the linebacker right here. But then 2, he has a further way to run to ultimately get me. And that half-second difference, if you were to sink down and pick up the linebacker, rather than this tackle going out towards the defensive end, that half-second allows a quarterback like Garrett Nussmeier, right now he's in trouble. Linebacker's already on him. That half-second, especially if he could just sink back this way, if that end was coming unprotected, he would sink back this way. That half-second would allow him to see this picture ever so clearly. And rather than throwing the ball at his feet, you throw it over the top like the receiver knows down here for a touchdown. Little thing. I just show you 2 little examples. Receiver leverage, get back on your mark, and offensive line-wise, sink down and block the most dangerous. Because when you do, Garrett Nussmeier will make you pay. He does not need a lot of time. Check this out. This is an absolute warrior right here. He's going to get hit. Look at how early he throws this ball on a little snap route to the outside. This ball's out early. It's out early, and he's still taking the hit and hanging in the pocket. NFL scouts are going to love this. This is consistent. This is all game long. 1, 2, 3, ball out. Gets absolutely blown up. Completion. He makes that look easy. Not a lot of college quarterbacks would. Not a lot of college quarterbacks would. Quick little stat for you. LSU 123rd in the run game in the country. In terms of PFF, LSU 123rd ranked run game in the country according to PFF with a run block grade good enough for 117th. That is terrible from a run game perspective, which is why we're breaking down so many pass plays, because there's like really nothing to really get to in the run game from a run game standpoint. You don't got a run game. You're doing a decent job protecting him. But then right here, if you just give him a half second, look at Garrett Nussmeier make this play. This is the home run shot. This is all Garrett Nussmeier. And his mobility, which is not what we usually talk about. Looks right. Flushed out. Half second. Just get the ball out. Find a way. Breaks a tackle. House call for the Tigers. That is all because of Garrett Nussmeier's mobility. Now that you know it's a touchdown, look at this again. Nussmeier's going to look towards his right. Not there. Steps up, trying to find a different man. Getting pressure inside. Flushes out. Got two defenders in his face. And the knowledge to just know he has a safety valve here on the hitch and find a way with this body positioning to just find a way to get the ball out of his hands. That is making a play. Garrett, I know LSU lost, and Vandy deserves credit, but you guys also know I love myself some quarterbacks, and the film is outstanding in this ball game. Vandy deserves some credit, though. They take over the number 10 spot. It's their best ranking since 1947. Shout out Vandy for getting it done. The Commodores didn't punt for the first 51 minutes of Saturday's game. So it's not only an offensive line, receivers getting their spots. I was more just giving you guys two examples so you know, hey, this is not a Garrett Nussmeier problem. Obviously, the defense could have played better in that game. Not punting for the first 51 minutes, Vandy, that is, in a ball game. That's getting it done. Let's look at LSU's schedule, though, real quick, moving forward, because they really have to get one of these Texas A&M or Alabama games. They're going to have to pull an upset versus A&M or Bama to find themselves as a backdoor CFP berth. Interesting to see what happens Brian Kelly-wise, especially for the point that I made earlier. If you're LSU, do you really want to be in this coaching carousel bloodbath circuit where there's a lot of big-time programs in the mix? It's a pretty good remaining schedule. SP Plus ranking, Texas A&M, top 10 in the country. Alabama, top 10 in the country. Oklahoma, top 10 in the country. They got to find a way. Don't know if I'm a believer in LSU this year, but I am a believer in Garrett Nussmeier. That is for sure.